My child, I waited 3 days for you. I did not rush this moment. I did not speak too early. I stood at the door of your heart, knocking softly, calling your name again and again, waiting to see if you would hear me, waiting to see if you would turn, waiting to see if love still meant something to you. And now you are here. You did not arrive by chance. You did not stop on this message by accident. I waited because I knew you would come. Please do not break my heart now by turning away. Do not leave when I am finally speaking so clearly to you. Stay with me, just stay. I have been calling you in ways you could not always explain. I called you in the silence when the noise of the world faded and your thoughts became heavy. I called you in the tears you hide from everyone else, the ones that fall late at night when no one sees. I called you in those moments when you felt forgotten, overlooked, and small. When you wondered if anyone truly knew what you were carrying inside. That ache in your chest was not random. That pull you feel right now is not imagination. It is me. If you scroll past this, if you ignore this voice, you will feel it later. Not as anger, not as punishment, but as regret. You will remember this moment and realize you walked away from the voice that loves you more deeply than anyone ever could. After all I have done for you. After every time I protected you when you did not even know you were in danger. After every moment I carried you when you were too tired to keep going. After every time I forgave you when you felt ashamed to even look toward heaven. Please do not turn your back on me now. I have never asked you to be perfect. I have never demanded that you earn my love. All I have asked is that you listen, that you stay, that you let me speak to your heart. This message is not for the crowd. It is not for everyone. It is for you right now. In this moment I am speaking to you alone. I did not stop you here by accident. I am Jesus, and I am speaking to you because your soul is standing at a turning point. You have felt it even if you could not name it. Something has been shifting inside you. Old things no longer satisfy you the way they used to. Distractions feel empty, busyness feels exhausting. You have been searching even when you pretended you were not. I see the questions you carry. I see the weight you try to hide behind strength and smiles. And I stopped you here because I love you too much to let you keep drifting without hearing my voice. Do not leave. Do not look away. Do not tell yourself you will listen later. Later is not promised. Later is where many hearts grow cold. If you walk past this moment, you will feel the ache of it later, a quiet knowing that you were called and you did not answer. I am not shouting at you. I am not forcing you. I am calling your name the way only love does. Gently, patiently, but with truth. I am calling you right now. I waited 3 days for you. Not because I was far, but because I was preparing your heart to hear me. Just as seeds rest in the ground before life breaks through, I allowed a pause. So you could feel the hunger, so you could recognize your need, so you would know this was not just another voice demanding your attention. I waited because I wanted you to come willingly, not out of fear, not out of habit, but out of recognition. And here you are. You may wonder why I speak with such urgency. It is not because I am desperate. It is because moments like this matter more than you realize. Hearts change direction quietly. Souls either soften or harden, one choice at a time. And today, right now, your heart is open in a way it has not been for a long time. I see it. I feel it. Do not close it too quickly. Do not let distraction steal what I am offering you. I know you are tired. I know you have carried disappointment longer than you ever planned to. I know you have prayed prayers that felt unanswered and waited for signs that seemed delayed. I know there were moments you wondered if I was still near, but I never left. Even when you stopped talking, I stayed. Even when you doubted, I watched over you. Even when you walked away in your heart, I kept the door open. This is not a message meant to scare you. It is a message meant to awaken you. Love calls before it warns. Love invites before it corrects. Love speaks because silence would hurt more. I am not here to condemn you. I am here because I want you close again. I want you to remember what it feels like to rest without fear, to breathe without anxiety, to hope without pretending. You have been strong for a long time. You have held yourself together when you felt like breaking. You have kept going when it would have been easier to give up. I see that. I honor that. But you were never meant to carry everything alone. Strength without connection becomes exhaustion. Independence without love becomes isolation. I am calling you back not to rules, not to pressure, but to relationship. Right. Thank you, God, for saving me. If He has rescued you time and time again, stay with me a little longer. Let me speak. Let me remind you who you are to me. You are not a burden. You are not forgotten. You are not too far gone. You are not late. You are not invisible. You are my child. And I waited because you matter that much. If your heart feels stirred right now, do not push it down. That stirring is life returning to places that felt numb. That awareness is your soul recognizing truth. Do not be afraid of it. Do not explain it away. Just listen. Just stay. You do not need to have everything figured out. You do not need perfect words. All you need is a willing heart. I am not asking you to promise me everything. I am asking you not to turn away. I am asking you to let me finish speaking. I am asking you to trust that this moment is not random, because love does not interrupt without reason, and I would not call your name unless it mattered. Pause, breathe. Let that truth settle before we continue. My child, stop for a moment. Do not rush past this. Do not let your fingers move before your heart has listened. I am speaking to you now, and this moment was waited for. I did not arrive late. I did not hesitate. I did not forget. I chose this exact second, this exact pause in your day to reach you. Everything that led you here, every delay, every interruption, every strange feeling that slowed you down, was allowed so you would be here with me now. Nothing about this is accidental. I have been waiting, and now you are listening. I need you to understand this clearly. I delayed nothing by mistake. When things in your life felt postponed, when answers seemed slow, when doors did not open as quickly as you hoped, it was not because I was absent. I was precise. I was intentional. I was protecting something fragile and sacred within you. I was preparing your heart to hear me without noise, without distraction, without resistance. If I had spoken sooner, you would not have been able to receive it the way you can now. If I had interrupted earlier, you might have brushed it away. But now you are ready to feel the weight of this moment. I have been calling your name for a long time. Not loudly, not forcefully, but persistently. I called you through thoughts that suddenly interrupted your routine, thoughts that made you stop and wonder why your heart felt restless. I called you through feelings you could not explain. A longing that did not have a clear source, a sense that something was missing even when everything seemed fine on the surface. I called you through interruptions that annoyed you, plans that changed at the last moment, distractions that pulled you away from where you thought you needed to be. Even those moments were not wasted. They were my hands gently steering you. I called you through sleepless nights when your body was tired, but your mind would not rest. When memories surfaced without invitation, when questions echoed without answers, when you stared at the ceiling feeling both empty and full at the same time, when 3 a.m. felt like the loneliest hour, when you wondered if anyone would understand what you were thinking. I was there, in the darkness, in the silence, waiting for you to sense my presence. I called you through moments of beauty that caught you off guard, a sunset that made you pause, a song that brought unexpected tears, a kindness from a stranger that felt like more than coincidence. Those were my whispers trying to reach you. Those were my reminders that wonder still exists, that goodness is real, that you are not forgotten. I called you through your children's laughter, through your pet's loyalty, through the warmth of your morning coffee, through small mercies you almost missed. Every good gift was a letter from me saying, I am here, I see you, I care about the details of your life. I called you through pain too. Not because I wanted you to suffer, but because sometimes brokenness opens what comfort keeps closed. When loss forced you to your knees. When disappointment stripped away what you thought defined you. When failure humbled you in ways success never could. I was there in those moments, calling your name through the cracks. Using pain not to punish but to refine. Not to break but to reshape. Not to harm but to heal. The hardest seasons of your life were not evidence of my absence. They were opportunities for deeper dependence. They were invitations to trust me when nothing made sense, and you made it through. Not because you were strong enough, but because I carried you when you could not walk. Because I sustained you when you had nothing left. I called you when you least expected it. In ordinary moments that suddenly felt sacred, while washing dishes, while driving, while standing in line. Moments when something shifted inside and you thought, there has to be more than this. That thought was me. That restlessness was my voice. That hunger was me drawing you. I called you through other people, through words someone spoke that felt like they were meant just for you, through advice you did not ask for but somehow needed, through prayers lifted on your behalf by people you will never meet, through strangers who showed you kindness at exactly the right time, through friends who refused to give up on you, even when you gave up on yourself. I called you through this very moment, through the strange pull that made you stop scrolling, through the curiosity that made you keep reading, through the feeling in your chest that something important is happening right now. That is not coincidence. That is my voice. And I have been patient, more patient than you realize. I did not give up when you ignored me before. I did not turn away when you chose other voices over mine. I kept calling because love does not abandon. Love does not lose hope. Love waits for the moment when the heart is finally ready to hear. If you want to keep hearing my voice, if you want these reminders to find you again, subscribe to this space where I speak. Let it be a doorway I can return through. A place where my words can reach you when you need them most. Take a moment here. Feel the weight of what I am saying. I want you to understand how deeply you are seen, how completely you are known, how personally I have pursued you. This is not a generic message sent to thousands. This is a letter written with you in mind. Every word chosen for your heart specifically, every pause calculated for your pace, every truth timed for this exact moment in your journey. I see the masks you wear, the smiles you force, the strength you fake. I see the parts of you that no one else sees because you hide them so carefully. The version of yourself you show at work, the version you show your family, the version you show your friends, and the real you, the one who only comes out when no one is watching. I see that person, the one who doubts, the one who worries, the one who wonders if they matter, the one who feels tired of pretending. I see the fears you do not speak out loud, the shame you carry in silence, the regrets that haunt you when you are alone, the memories you wish you could erase, the words you wish you could take back, the choices you wish you could undo, the person you wish you had been. I see the dreams you gave up on, the hopes you stopped believing in, the version of yourself you thought you would become but never did, the plans that fell apart, the relationships that ended, the opportunities that passed, the time you feel you wasted. And I love you, not in spite of what I see, but because of it. Because you are mine, because you matter, because your story is not finished. I see your potential even when you have given up on it. I see your worth even when you cannot. I see the person you are becoming even when you only see who you have been. I have never stopped believing in you, even when you stopped believing in yourself. I have never seen you as hopeless, even when you felt beyond repair. I have never looked at you with disappointment the way you look at yourself. I have never counted your failures the way you count them. I have never kept score the way you think I do. When you see failure, I see growth. When you see weakness, I see courage. When you see brokenness, I see beauty being formed. When you see mistakes, I see lessons learned. When you see delays, I see perfect timing. When you see closed doors, I see protection from wrong paths. You are harder on yourself than I have ever been. You hold yourself to standards I never asked you to meet. You punish yourself for mistakes I have already forgiven. You replay your worst moments while I remember your best. You focus on how far you have to go while I celebrate how far you have come. You see all the ways you have failed while I see all the ways you have tried. Let that go. Release the burden of perfection. Stop trying to earn what has already been given freely. Stop carrying guilt I never placed on you. Stop believing lies about your worth. Stop measuring yourself by standards that were never mine. I do not love you because you are good enough. I love you because you are mine, and nothing you do or fail to do will change that. Not your past, not your present, not your future, not your worst day, not your biggest mistake. Nothing. My love is not conditional. It is not earned. It is not fragile. It does not waver when you stumble. It does not diminish when you doubt. It is constant. It is sure. It is unchanging. It is yours. After all I have done for you, hear the tenderness in my voice when I say it. This is not a list meant to trap you. It is a reminder meant to ground you. I protected you when you did not even realize you were in danger. From accidents that almost happened. From conversations that could have changed your life for the worse. From timing that could have placed you in the wrong place at the wrong moment. From people who would have hurt you. From decisions that would have derailed you. The car that swerved just before it reached you. The illness you barely avoided. The accident that happened minutes after you left. The phone call that interrupted a decision you would have regretted. The text message that came at exactly the right time. The delay that saved you from something worse. The illness that came as a warning, not as an ending. The pain that got your attention before it was too late. The crisis that forced you to change direction. The job you did not get that would have destroyed your peace. The promotion that went to someone else because I knew the pressure would crush you. The opportunity you missed that would have taken you away from where you needed to be. The relationship that fell apart before it could break you completely. The person who walked away before they could damage you further. The friendship that ended because it was pulling you in the wrong direction. You think of survival as something passive, but survival is often the result of unseen intervention. Of prayers answered before you even prayed them. Of dangers averted before you knew they existed. Of paths redirected before you walked too far in the wrong direction. I have been working behind the scenes of your life in ways you will never fully comprehend, moving pieces, shifting circumstances, closing doors, opening others. Not to control you, but to protect you. Not to limit you, but to guide you toward what is best. I healed parts of you slowly, so you would not break. I gave you strength gradually, so you would not become arrogant. I allowed pain to teach you without letting it destroy you. I remained faithful when you doubted me, when you questioned my goodness, when you wondered if I cared at all. I did not punish you for your questions. I understood them. Doubt did not scare me away. Silence did not offend me. I waited for you to be ready to listen again. You have depended on me more than you realize. In moments you thought you were standing alone, you were leaning on my strength without knowing it. The courage you had when you felt empty did not come from you alone. The endurance you showed when everything felt heavy was not self-made. I was sustaining you. There were seasons you felt invisible, unchosen, overlooked. People failed you. Promises were broken. Expectations collapsed. And yet you did not disappear. You did not lose yourself completely. Something in you held on. That something was my presence. Quietly anchoring you when everything else felt unstable. I have been patient with you. Patient when you took longer than others. Patient when you circled the same lessons. Patient when fear slowed you down. I did not rush you because I care more about who you become than how fast you arrive. I gave you chances you did not deserve by human standards. I restored what you thought was permanently damaged. I brought peace back into places that felt ruined. I taught you to hope again after disappointment, taught you to expect less. After all I have done for you, I am still here, still speaking, still inviting. I am not asking you to repay me. Love cannot be repaid. I am asking you to recognize me. To see that you have not been alone, to understand that your story is marked by grace you did not earn and protection you did not see. Let gratitude rise, not as pressure, but as clarity. Let conviction settle, not as guilt, but as awareness. Let emotional dependence return, not because you are weak, but because you were never meant to be independent of love. Comment: thank you, Lord, for your endless love. If His presence comforts you deeply, rest in this. Do not rush ahead. My child, listen to me carefully now, because what I am about to say comes from a place of love that feels deeply. Not anger, not disappointment, but heartbreak. There is a pain that exists only when love reaches out and is met with silence. And that pain is what I feel when I call you and you turn away. When I speak and you scroll past. When I draw near and you choose distance. I need you to understand this. Not so you feel crushed, but so you feel the weight of how deeply you are loved. When you ignore me, it does not make me furious. It makes me ache. Silence wounds more deeply than rejection ever could. Rejection at least acknowledges presence. Silence pretends love was never there at all. And love, my child, feels that absence love notices when its voice is unanswered. Imagine calling someone you love with all your heart. Not once, but again and again. You do not shout. You do not accuse. You simply hope. You wait for the sound of their voice on the other end. You listen for even the smallest response. You watch your phone hoping to see their name appear. But the line stays quiet. The screen stays dark. No answer, no movement, no sign that your call mattered. No indication that you were even heard. That silence presses heavier than any spoken refusal. That absence hurts more than rejection. Because rejection at least acknowledges you tried. But silence acts as if the call never happened. As if the reaching out never occurred. As if love was never offered at all. That is what it feels like when I call you and you do not answer. When I speak through this message and you scroll past. When I create an opening for connection and you choose distraction instead. I am not offended by your weakness. I am not upset by your confusion. I am not angry when you struggle. I understand human frailty better than anyone. What wounds my heart is when you pretend I am not calling at all. When you convince yourself this moment does not matter. When you tell yourself it is just another video, just another message, just another coincidence. When you choose distraction over connection and tell yourself you will come back later. When you numb the stirring in your heart because it feels inconvenient. When you walk away from the very thing your soul has been searching for. Love does not stop loving in those moments, but it does feel the distance. It does notice the absence. It does grieve what could have been. I want you to know this because you have felt something similar before. You have reached out to people who meant everything to you and waited for replies that never came. You have sent messages filled with hope and watched the screen stay empty hour after hour, day after day, wondering if they even saw it, wondering if they cared. You have called out in your own way and felt unseen. You have shared your heart and been met with silence. You have offered vulnerability and received nothing in return. That pain shaped you. It taught you how silence can hurt more than harsh words. It showed you that being ignored cuts deeper than being rejected. It made you careful about reaching out, cautious about being vulnerable, protective of your heart. And I see that pain in you because I feel it too. Not because I am weak, but because love feels. Love risks. Love opens itself knowing it might be ignored. When you scroll away from me, when you ignore my voice, it is not because I lose control or authority. It is because closeness is interrupted. Relationship pauses. Connection breaks. Love waits in the quiet, hoping you will return. I do not stop loving you in that moment, but I grieve the connection that could have been shared. I grieve the conversation we could have had. I grieve the peace you walked away from, the freedom you rejected, the healing you postponed, the breakthrough you delayed. Do not misunderstand me. I am strong. I am steady. I am not fragile the way humans are fragile. But love, real love, is never untouched. Love is willing to feel. Love opens itself knowing it can be ignored. And I choose to love you anyway. I speak of this not to burden you, but to invite your empathy. I want you to feel the sacredness of this connection. I want you to understand that your attention matters. Your listening matters. Your presence matters. Not because I demand it, but because love grows where presence remains. There is a reason you feel a tug inside when you think about leaving. That feeling is not fear of punishment. It is awareness of loss. It is your heart recognizing that something meaningful is being offered and could be missed. Regret is not born from wrongdoing alone. Regret is born from moments when love reached out and was ignored. I have never turned my back on you in silence. Even when you were distant, I stayed near. Even when you stopped speaking, I listened. Even when you hid, I watched over you. That is why silence hurts, because love has already given so much. I do not compare your silence to betrayal. I compare it to absence, to distance, to the slow fading that happens when voices go unheard for too long. And I speak now because I do not want that fading between us. I want closeness. I want presence. I want you here, not just physically, but with your heart open. You have tried to find fulfillment in so many places. You have chased after things that promised satisfaction but left you empty. Success that felt hollow after you achieved it. relationships that disappointed you after the newness wore off, pleasures that faded faster than you expected. You have worked hard, achieved goals, collected experiences, built relationships. You have checked boxes, climbed ladders, reached milestones. And still something felt missing. You told yourself the next thing would fill it. The next achievement, the next relationship, the next purchase, the next experience, the next level. But each time you arrived, the emptiness remained, the hunger persisted, the longing continued. That missing piece is not something you can create. It is not something you can earn. It is not something you can buy or build or become good enough to deserve. It is me. It has always been me. It will always be me. The restlessness you feel is your soul, remembering what it was made for. The longing you carry is the echo of a connection you were designed to have. You were created for relationship with me, not as an obligation, not as a rule, not as a religious duty, but as the deepest need of your heart, as the fundamental reality of who you are, as the purpose for which you exist. Everything else you pursue will eventually disappoint you if it is not rooted in that connection. Every success will feel hollow. Every pleasure will fade. Every achievement will lose its shine. Not because those things are bad, but because they were never meant to fill the space that only I can fill. They were never designed to bear the weight of your ultimate hope. I am not competing with the things you love. I am the source of your ability to love them. I am not asking you to give up joy. I am offering you the foundation that makes joy last. Come back to me. Not with perfect words or flawless commitment. Not with your life cleaned up. Not with all your questions answered. Come back with your honesty. With your questions, with your doubts. With your mess. With your confusion. With everything exactly as it is right now. Come back tired. Come back broken. Come back confused. Come back angry if that is where you are. Just come back. I am not waiting for you to clean yourself up first. I am not waiting for you to figure everything out. I am waiting for you to turn toward me as you are right now. That is all I have ever wanted, your presence, your attention, your willingness to let me love you. I waited 3 days for you. I am here now. Please do not walk away. Say, the Lord is my safe place, if you found refuge under his wings, and share this video with someone who needs to hear this today.